Very cool. Very cool. We're just taking a walk. Just taking a nice walk outside today on this beautiful fall day. Man, it's been a crazy weekend. With the time change this morning, with the Blue Jays World Series. Oh my God, that was crazy. Oh. And Halloween, what a weekend. So we're walking it off right here. We're just enjoying the beautiful weather before the sun goes down. Now with the time changes, the sun's gonna go down an hour earlier than it did yesterday. So as you can see, it's already thinking about it. And it's 4 p.m. now. So I guess it would have been 3 p.m. yesterday. Yeah, fall back. So I don't know. My brain hurts trying to think about it. What time would it be? So I think it would be, later. So the sun sets earlier. That's all right. Anyway, taking a nice walk. Looking at the gorgeous nature. And trying to enjoy things before the rain comes, because the rain shall come. Do not worry. It's always good to get a nice shot of the sky out here. Hello, Emmanuel Rosero, Z4S. Hello. Welcome. How's my day going today? My day is going pretty well. It's been a tough weekend watching the Blue Jays lose the World Series this close. They were this close. They were so close. So it was a very exciting weekend. And now it's almost over. We had the time change and the beautiful sky. And the time change, of course, is going to make it harder because it's getting darker earlier. And that is always fun for the next 6 months. Hello, Alexi and friends. This stream is about walking outside and doing a recap of the weekend. So how was your weekend? We're just recapping the weekend because it was a very exciting weekend. Things happened. So many things happened. Have I had a nice coffee yet, Alan? I have. I've had a really enjoyable coffee. I agree. Free Palestine. Let's go. And good. I'm glad your weekend was pretty decent. We had Halloween. Halloween was exciting, as always. We had the clocks just went back, fall back today. So that was, another thing that happened that can kind of throw you off kilter. And then of course the World Series happened, and we're in Toronto here, so that was very exciting. Exciting for everyone in Toronto because it hasn't happened in the last 30 years. So yes, Halloween is always awesome. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love doing makeup. I did some vampire makeup, but I didn't have the teeth for it, so I just ended up being a dead flapper, which is fine. I had the outfit. It was fun. It's fun. I used to do like these crazy costumes back in the day. I used to create such really fun costumes. I talked to my friend. She does a lot of cosplaying, and we used to go out to a lot of festivals. So I used to be a festival costumer person, kind of like a, I don't know, like someone who is a performance artist who would go and dress up in a crazy costume. So, and so usually we go out to Base Coast is one of our favorite, new since 2009, I guess. Base Coast is one of our favorite festivals. And before that, I used to go to Burning Man, which has a big, it has a huge following as well. Burning Man has a huge like dress up community as well. And yes, give Ireland back to the Irish. Yes, also I heard that the Scottish were thinking of going back to the EU. I just heard about that, so I don't know what's going to happen. Anything that anybody talks about takes like 2 or 3 years to even go through legislative stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Can I say hi to Donald Trump for you? I mean, no, I don't know him. And honestly, I think I would probably not say hi to him if I saw him, because no, thank you. No, thank you. Mikey Jones is a beautiful trans woman. Thank you for joining us, Mikey Jones. We love the trans community. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so we're just out here enjoying. Yes, when did you transition, Mikey Jones? That's a good question. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Oh, did you guys know what this kind of plant is? This is a Queen Anne's lace here. And it's actually related to the carrot family, but it's usually a nice white color. But we're kind of hitting fall now. And this is called a teasel. So a teasel is a really interesting historical plant because it's kind of like a thistle, and they used to use it in weaving, and they would somehow brush it with those spines on the looms. Where am I from? I'm in Canada, out by the airport, as you can tell. What is the difference between fall and autumn weather? The only difference is the word. The only difference is the word. Fall is like a nickname, whereas autumn is the official word. So fall is what you say when you're just being slang. Yes, I am officially a Canuck, walking through the fields outside of Toronto. So looking at the various plants that we've had here in the fall weather or the autumn weather, and enjoying the sun before it gets too dark, because we just had our clocks go back. I don't know about you guys if you have daylight saving time where you guys live, but we certainly do, and we're doing it tonight, and that's when we have the most car accidents out on the road. And it's just a hard time to transition. Get it? From the summer to the autumn. Oh, you have a friend who's Canadian? Where are you guys currently located? Are you in Canada or are you somewhere else? It's good for people to take a little bit of extra vitamin D. A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D, especially when it's dark. It gets pretty dark here in the wintertime. It will be 2 p.m., 2:45. The sun will go down. So there's not a lot of sunlight. So, but Canada's a big place, but we're kind of on the same latitude. I saw the countryside north of Vancouver, and the beauty of it made all my problems go away. It is so beautiful. I love the countryside north of Vancouver. It's so glorious. It's just, I mean, the sky is very nice here today. But I agree, north of Vancouver, I used to live in Vancouver for many years, so I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, you're from the UK. Awesome. Oh, really? Your clocks changed last week? I didn't know that. I was just on the internet reading the news, hearing about that horrible train stabbing over in Manchester. I think it was in Manchester, in the UK last night. So that's, very tragic and horrible to hear about. But I didn't know your clocks went back at a different time than our clocks did. And yes, my sister-in-law, she's Irish. So I would like to thank you, Sure Thing 200. Have a good day. I would love to go to Ireland sometime. I haven't been to Ireland. I've been to Scotland. I used to live in Scotland for a time. And I had a holiday visa working over in Scotland for a couple months just to go check it out, see what the parent countries were doing. I stopped by England and checked it out, and I ended up in Scotland because it kind of reminded me more of Canada, and I felt more comfortable in Scotland. So I ended up living in Edinburgh for a while, and then continued going on traveling, but I never made it to Ireland. Yeah, it's gonna get cold soon. That's why I'm walking out here today to enjoy the not so cold weather. It's 10 degrees out right now, Celsius. So it's actually pretty warm considering. But you gotta take your moments when it's not raining and it's not snowing. Oh, that sun is looking it's looking closer and closer to the horizon there. Let's see, what do you say? Do you like jazz? Yeah, I enjoy jazz. I like to see it in person more than sitting and listening to it at home, but I often listen to jazz on the radio when I'm driving home from work really late at night. It's very comforting and soothing to drive to, I find. Which countries have I visited? Oh boy, that's, the US, all over the US, all over Canada. I went to all over Europe. Where have I been all over Europe? I went to the UK, so England, Scotland, Didn't make it to Ireland. I went to Germany. I went to Italy. This was in my 20s. I did the train trip around and stayed in hostels, so it was not a expensive holiday. It was long, but it wasn't like a 2-week holiday. And then, where did I go? Spain. And then I crossed the channel and went over to Morocco. And I stayed in Morocco for 1 month. And I went all over Morocco. And then I flew from Casablanca to Cairo. And I went all over Egypt for 1 month. And then these are stories, let me tell you. And then I went to Thailand for I think 3 months. I saved up all my money and just lived very, very frugally for many, many years. And then I saved up a bunch of money and then went for a long traveling experience. And I learned a lot about other cultures and other people. And so I was in Thailand for 3 months. And then I've also been to Bali. I went to Cambodia for like a minute, so I don't know if that counts really. And I went to Burma for a minute. So I've been all over the place. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Barbados. And that's kind of the short version of where have you been in the world. Without getting into all the stories and the things that I learned and discovered. Because I went traveling by myself and you get to meet so many people. And because I was there for a really long time, each place, like usually 1 month, I would get to know locals and meet people who've been traveling there for a long time. Yes, I did. I went on the visa run to Cambodia. So I don't think that really, it doesn't count so much. Like I was in Cambodia, but I just I went in and then I went out. So it's not really, I mean, it's official. I officially went to Cambodia, but I didn't experience Cambodia. Yeah, I've been really, I would say I'm lucky, but I am lucky. I'm very privileged to be able to travel so much because the Canadian passport is accepted so many places and we can move so many places, and and that's one of the things I learned when I was traveling is it's not easy for many people in the world to travel like that. So not a lot of people in Canada do travel like that so much. Like it's a smaller portion of the population, but you have to, I wouldn't say I'm lucky because I made a point to do it. So I'm privileged, but I'm not lucky because I made a point to sacrifice and save up money and just aim to make this happen. So that's the difference between, I think, being privileged and being lucky. Luck is something that happens to you, and being privileged is being born in a certain circumstance. The nuance is there, but you see what I'm saying. Anyway, I thought it was very important to learn about the world that I live in. So going to the places that I've heard about on TV and actually meeting the people and learning about them, that was important to me. I don't know what hello, DX06. I don't know what is a Demata. Did I have to worry about going to my 9 to 5 for many months? I did not. Well, I was on a working holiday visa for half of the traveling. So I actually got a job in Scotland when I was working out while I was traveling. So, again, that's one of the privileges of being in Canada, is you can get a visa and work in a little shop and maybe save up some pounds. Well, pounds at the time. I think it's pounds again right now. Yeah, it's pounds. It's been a while. This is a long time ago. Things have changed in the world so much. But save up some pounds and then, taking a break from work. And I worked in the film industry, and you can take months and months off and they will still accept you back. I no longer am traveling anymore because now I have a 9 to 5. So I was able to travel when I was young and adventurous, and now I have lots of stories. Ooh, what was my favorite food experience on your travels? Oh, the food. So good. So many. Oh, Spain. Spain had delicious tapas. They tried to make tapas like a thing in Canada, but the Canadians didn't really get it. I remember them popping off really hard maybe 15 years ago. But they didn't really catch on here, but they're so delicious. Canadians don't necessarily have it's not even the acceptance. It's just the understanding of certain things that are just rote in other cultures. And, Thai food. The Thai food was so good. When I came back to Canada, I couldn't eat the Thai food for so long here because I had real Thai food. And Greece, the food in Greece, I forgot to say I went to Greece before. The food in Greece, all of the food, I don't even know what I was eating all the time, but it was delicious. The yogurt. I never, here we say we have a Greek salad on the menu here, but when you go to Greece and have a Greek salad, oh, so good. And, anyway, if there's anything else I could think of, I did like the food in Morocco. The tagine was delicious. And the mangoes, no, not the mangoes, the avocados, sorry. The avocados in Morocco were so good and memorable. And that's all I could think of right now as far as food. But anybody got their favorite food? I like rubbing the potato powder. That sounds not quite as delicious, but you have to give me a recipe for that. And I liked the Mexican food when I was in Mexico. That was very delicious too. So, yeah, any chance you have to eat the local food. I haven't been to Brazil yet, and I'd like to go to Ireland. So those are the two places that I would like to explore next. Anyway, I kind of got into where I've been traveling because it is a bit of a long list, and I did forget to mention a few places because I've also been to Mexico. I've also been to Hawaii. I love traveling, and I love eating their food wherever I go and talking to the people and learning things every day. And I would like to go back to a lot of places. Oh, we were just in Finland. I forgot to mention Finland. We went to Finland like this summer because my family is from there. So long years ago, my family were immigrants to Canada from Finland years and years ago. So we wanted to go back to the home country. And so we were able to go this summer. It's been a dream, and it was a dream come true. And we're glad we made it happen. But yeah, that's one of the places I always wanted to go, and we finally got to go there. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Highly suggest. Anyway, I was doing a recap of the weekend and I just got distracted by all the places I've been in the world. I'm surprised you went to all those Canada-friendly countries but didn't visit Australia or New Zealand. That is a good point. I like that you made that point. But I have a good reason. And it's a funny reason, actually. They are on the list. I would like to go there. My cousin actually moved to New Zealand, and I have a lot of friends who live in Australia, so I need to visit them as well. But I used to live in Whistler, which has so many people visiting Canada from New Zealand and Australia. And I almost felt like I was in New Zealand and Australia already because I was surrounded by so many Aussies. Like we had Australia Day. They would chant, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Like, yeah, I almost felt like it was there. It was like a sister city of Australia and New Zealand. So I knew so many people. They were actually the people, because they were traveling to Canada and it's so far away. They're the ones who told me like about working holiday visas and taking a gap year and like, what is that? Because I didn't know. I was just like, it's very like, it's a part of their culture over there to take a gap year and travel around the world and stuff like that. Why'd they move to Canada? I thought Finland was quite developed. You mean my family? Well, this was years ago, and it's not that it's not developed. They moved to Canada because there was a big war going on, and like everybody got massacred. So my family was actually in a concentration camp, and they escaped, and so they had some connections here in Canada, and they were able to escape and get away to live in Canada with all the rest of the Finnish people. And we were up in Thunder Bay with the rest of the Finnish community. But that was like, yeah, that was my great grandparents. So I never met them. They died kind of early, because like in their 50s, because it was just a hard life. It was a hard life. So Finland was, a beautiful place and very developed, but it was riddled by war, and they escaped and made it to Canada, and we've been here ever since. And I'm glad that we got to go back and enjoy Finland for what it is now, which is just, we had the best time. We had the best time. Antarctica, you know what? Antarctica used to be on my list, but now that I'm getting a little bit more middle-aged, I'm good. I'm gonna I used to read a lot of books about Antarctica and hear about the amazing adventures people would have, and I'm good now. I'll just read the books and enjoy other people's adventures in Antarctica. But I fully, I commend you. I commend you for heading down to Antarctica. If you make it there, good job, good job. Respect to the wildlife. Oh, gotta seize the day, right? So yeah, so Australia and New Zealand are definitely on the list. And we'll probably upload some videos from Finland. I have a lot of videos that I haven't uploaded to the YouTube channel. So if you want to check out any of the retrospective videos and stuff. The experience that we had in Finland, like gorgeous. And I'll put some up sometime. So please like and subscribe if you want to see some of those videos and maybe hear some more traveling stories. I'm always here to chitty chat about that. And look, it's getting so much darker. See, the sun has gone down now. Who am I shouting out? Britton and Autumn Ward Horner. Hello. Hello, Britton and Autumn Ward Horner. Yes, the Winter War with the Soviet Union. Yes, years ago. Yeah, no, that was, my grandfather was actually born over there when that was happening, and they had to like escape. And I think he was maybe 1 year old when they came over here. So that must have been like 19 teens. I can't remember exactly what year it was. And yeah, and then he worked in the logging camps up in Thunder Bay, where they still have a huge Finnish community up there. And that was like the 19 teens still. But then, of course, the company town was forcing them to like pay so much money that they could not work off the debt. So they were just in another horrible situation. So they decided to move down to Windsor, Ontario, where they were building the Ambassador Bridge. And sadly, they didn't speak enough English. So they had to have a newspaper translated to Finnish. And it took so long to translate it to Finnish that they arrived in Windsor and the bridge had already been built. So they made it work though, because that's what people do is, oh, well, sometimes things are not easy. Sometimes things are not easy. So I feel very lucky and very privileged that my family was able to live long enough to get to a place where I can live out a lot of my dreams and try and be a good person, So anyway, I have to go though. But if you would like to hear more, please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me on my walk as I watch the sun go down and the light fade into darkness. But thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye, my friends.